dynamic we need to talk about with poor Hot Wings. I actually felt bad for you. And that was from Q103, Nick. Nick is, what was it? It was at Bulletproof Messenger was the band that was on stage prior to Pop Evil.
Oh, yeah.
And Nick is kind of like the road manager.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a young guy.
Right.
And, man, that was so awkward. I don't know what the hell he was doing when he accused you of the not pay it. We had Nick. He not only works as a road manager for this band, he works for the radio station. He set up our remote.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay? And so that was early in the day. Late in the day, when we're at the concert, just Hot Wings and I are having a conversation with him, and he accused Hot Wings of the internship, be rude to me, be quiet to me treatment.
He did?
Right to his face.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was terrible.
Really awkward.
It was so bad.
Had you not? So he didn't think you talked to him during the live broadcast during the morning. I mean, this was separated by 12, 13 hours.
Not only did he think it, he reenacted it right in Hot Wings' face. I'm like, oh man, this is probably not a good idea. You're probably making him feel bad. I don't even know if it happened or what, but he. No,
well, I hadn't had much interaction with him in the day, but I had interaction with like everyone else. He was just one of those guys that was running around, and I never really stopped and talked to him. But
he said this.
It was like just this assault.
He goes out of the blue. He goes, "Yeah, now I know how the interns feel," and I'm like, "What? What's going on?"
Is this like side stage
but when
or whatever?
he said that, we had been talking to him.
Yeah, we're having a conversation with the guy.
Like it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't out of. It would have been.
Threw him under the bus.
It was weird.
It was crazy.
I go, so you're busting me for that now while I'm talking to you?
Oh,
because that doesn't make any sense.
This guy, the nerve on the
and
balls.
He goes, no, man, I'm just busting your balls.
Oh,
and I go,
terrible.
I don't think you were. I mean, I think you were, but I think you meant it.
So you hadn't talked to him, so it was factually accurate.
Well, in the morning it was. It wasn't while we were talking to him.
It is crazy because you guys were having just a regular conversation.
It was out of left field. He goes, all right, this is what happened. Hey, Free Beer, nice to meet you. Hey, Producer Joe. Hey, how are you? Okay, good. Hey, Eric Zenyatta. And then Hot Wings just walks by me. Oh, and Hot Wings is standing right there. You heard that?
Was it? So he was saying like when we arrived at the mall.
Apparently, yeah.
I don't know, dude.
And I'm like, dude, all right. I didn't even see you. I'm doing stuff. I almost just swore that.
Oh, but he was pissed. I could see it in his eyes. Hot Wings was seething, man. Oh, I'm glad we got out of there. Jesus.
Yeah,
poor Nick.
Yeah, that was weird.
What a dope.
I mean, it was fine after that. I mean, I just roll with that stuff generally, man. But
I'm sure part of it's perceived reputation.
Oh, I'm sure, but
he was waiting.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
it.
he was looking for it.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But even so, like, oh, come on, man. Like, seriously.
Poor guy.
It's not like I walked by and kicked you in the nuts or something.
Well, that would have been better.
Apparently for him.
This is a wake-up call.
Different things. Let's start with Nick. Nick, you hung out with us in Albany.
Yep.
Where did we see you, Nick? Remind me.
Out back of Northern Lights.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, wait a minute.
Okay.
This is
okay.
Nick.
Okay. Now I'm putting two and two together.
Nick is also the is it road manager?
Yes, road manager
of the band Bulletproof Messenger. They're a regional band that played over there. And this is the guy that. Hold on a second before we get to what you're talking about.
Oh, no.
We need to talk about you accusing Hot Wings. Hot Wings. This is Nick.
Yeah. No, I know.
I get the sense that may be what Nick's calling about. Is that true?
That is yeah.
Okay,
true.
go ahead, Nick. I'll let you take it over. Go.
All right. Well, I want to. I thought everything was going great this weekend until I tuned in you guys this morning, and I heard that. I know that it was awkward when I was doing what I was doing, and I made it worse because as soon as I mentioned it, Hot Wings just got this look on his face, and I immediately was like, "Well, try to win him over with humor."
Okay, time out, Nick. We're gonna fill everybody in who didn't hear exactly what we were talking
Nick
about.
in the morning,
Yeah.
because he works with the radio station and was setting up stuff, and you guys had an interaction with him, but I hadn't for whatever reason.
Okay.
And so then later on, he's working with this band at Northern Lights,
Yeah, it's like
which is where the
2
concert
gigs.
was. You got 2 gigs. You're
Works for the radio station.
busy man.
Works for the band.
And so we had been, I hadn't really talked to him in the morning, but at Northern Lights, we had some interactions, and we were talking about band stuff and whatever. And then
Out of the blue,
he hits me between the eyes with an insult.
it was terrible, Nick. You said,
It was.
yeah, now I know how the interns feel. And we go, what? Yeah, I make free beer. He's a nice guy. Hot wings, blah, 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 blah. Zane, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Hello? Hot wings. This is hot wings. And he actually does an impression where he just walks right by. That's hot wings. That's hot wings. Ha, ha. And hot wings looks at him like, what are you? Holy crap.
Yeah, I didn't even know what he's talking about. I go, wait, what? Like, I had to piece it together because it was so out of left field.
And then you retold the story.
We've been talking.
Yes. We're having a normal interaction.
That's what made it so, like, I was like, what? Huh?
All right. And now this morning you wake up, you hear us retelling that tale, yes?
Yes.
And
That's got to be a bad feeling.
You felt bad. You felt bad since then, huh?
Well, I got excited because you were like Nick and from Bulletproof Messenger, the road manager. So I'm like, yes, they're going to talk about like maybe they liked us. And no, it was just to completely tear me apart.
I did like the band.
Yeah, the band sounded good.
Oh, the band was very good. They're an excellent band. They're a very polished band and young and good. So there you go.
Well,
we'll
the
give
way
you a
that
pop.
I am is I get a thought in my head, and all of a sudden it just sometimes I don't think.
You don't have a
speak.
filter. You got to work on your filter. Nick, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, that's too old to be that retarded. I thought you were like 24.
And we've all been there where something sounds funny in your head and then you say it and
It wasn't even I was trying to be funny. I was just trying to relate, like saying, hey, obviously I work for the radio station, so I listen to you guys all
Well,
the
you're a
time. I was
nice
trying
guy,
to-
but you're
I was trying
generally
to-
not funny. I spoke with you. You didn't say one damn funny thing the whole night.
No.
You're a charming,
the problem
nice guy, but funny is not a word to describe you.
No, not at all. I tried to be funny, and it got worse. That's when I started doing the imitation, and I was hoping that you think it was funny. Then
No, it sucks.
no.
Less is more with Nick.
It didn't
man.
happen.
Just shut up.
Hot Wings, were you weren't? I'm guessing you weren't really mad at Nick. Like
No,
the next time
I
you saw him,
wasn't-
you weren't going to have.
No, not at all. I wasn't mad.
But
I was
you were
just
annoyed.
I was so caught off guard.
I was uncomfortable. I was awkward. I had to get the
I
hell
mean,
out of it.
I had a beer with Nick like a half hour before that. He had given me another beer. Like, I mean, we're like sharing beers and like talking. And all of a sudden he goes, "You know what it's like to be an intern." And I go, "Wait, what? Huh?"
Oh, man, God.
And then
All of a sudden
the
I
whole
felt like
interaction
Willie
ended.
McGee.
You guys went inside and Hot Wings hung out, and I was like, oh man. So I talked to him for a little bit. I thought everything was like I thought we were cool. I thought I smoothed it over, but I guess I didn't.
No, well, you see the
Well, you
thing is-
did, but it's not enough for us not to talk
you see,
about it.
Nick, what you fail to realize is when we go on trips like that, we take the experiences we have with people, and then we come back to work Monday and we relay them. So when I talked to Cokehead Dawes later, he said to me, he goes, so you got a lot to talk about Monday, huh? And I go, yeah, we sure do. And I thought, and what came to mind was you and George Capolini bitching out Chris, and so that's that you kind of put yourself in that spot.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that Rob Dawes is still asleep because his show doesn't start until like 10.
Yeah.
And he doesn't hear any of this, and then I still have a job.
He's he's busy.
no.
He's in Troy
I
trading
think-
favors for the latest line.
Oh yeah,
that's
big
dude,
time.
Don't worry, he's
Yeah,
servicing some big black guy.
Nick, thank you.